Broadcasting live worldwide.
98.7 Red Dirt Rebel, Oklahoma's home for Red Dirt. Raven K with another exclusive interview with Brad Barrow from Ghost of Gray County. And this has been a long time coming. And this interview is going to be brought to you by the following sponsors. Top Branch Tree Service. Jordan Creer is reminding you that pests cause your trees to be unhealthy. And I definitely agree with them. And let me tell you, with this warm, cold pattern, eventually the pests are going to take hold and cause some damage. So to prevent that, he is doing maintenance on your trees to keep them healthy. And so get them sprayed down today. Like his page on Facebook, Top Branch Tree Service. And also through there, you can get a free estimate and he'll come out and I'll tell you what needs to be done with your trees to keep them healthy throughout this next season of crazy weather that we'll probably be having once spring really takes hold. So make sure you like them on Facebook, Top Branch Tree Service, insured and bonded for that extra peace of mind. Billingsley family of dealerships, like one, find one, and visit one at a location near you at BillingsleyUSA.com, where they're celebrating 60 years of the Billingsley way, standard of excellence before, during, and after the sale. And I have been a patron of Billingsley Ford Lincoln on the corner of Quarter Parker Trailway in Lawton for about 5 years now, and they do not disappoint. They make sure that my vehicle is in tip-top shape all the time. And speaking of great customer service, Dean Johnson and his talented staff at the Residence Inn by Marriott, Oklahoma City South, is the location that you need to go to for your staycay and or your conference meeting location. And it's at 1111 East I-240 Service Road, Oklahoma City. Book your stay and or your conference meeting at marriott.com/OKCRI. Hey Brad, I know a lot of things have gotten in the way of us having this interview, but man, thanks for taking the time to talk to me today. And how you been doing? And just tell us a little bit about your musical journey and how you got in the band, and we'll start from there.
Well, I got into the whole music business when my grandfather started showing me how to play the drums, and he told me I kind of surpassed him pretty quickly, which he didn't do nothing crazy, play with a gospel band and stuff like that. But I credit a lot of me getting into this whole thing from him. I started with these cats, Ghost of Gray County, GOGC, if you will. We started as an acoustic trio, really. I had Mr. Jared Tibbetts on the acoustic guitar, as well as our lead singer, Taylor Patterson, and we kind of just played around at the local bars and restaurants and stuff, and really just did country covers. But about a year or so into it, we grabbed another guitarist and grabbed a bass player, and Mr. Grant Fithen and Mr. Drake Fisher. Mm-hmm. And here we are, so making music and doing some shows here and there and releasing some stuff and loving every minute of it.
Well, Brad, thanks again, like I said, for taking time to talk to me. And I'm so sorry it took us forever in 2 days, but we're here now. And I love your journey, and I love the fact that you're a drummer. I like to throw down on the skins a little bit myself. So that's a common thread we got. And
okay.
Drumming's, I played on praise and worship bands when I was younger, and that's where I really kind of cut my teeth. And thank God for Bill Meeks at Guitar Center. Because back in the day, I didn't have hardly no rhythm back in the late 90s, early 2000s, but Bill Meeks with Guitar Center, shout out to Guitar Center OKC. I was there when them doors opened, and they kind of helped, put together how I played, and I can actually carry a groove and lay a funky beat down, Brad. So that's cool that you're the drummer.
Sure.
For your band, and I like the drums that you laid down on Lost, which is the song we're going to debut here in just a little bit. So you already kind of answered two questions at once, about your journey, and you're kind of out and about touring and whatnot. So are y'all pretty active on weekends now, and you're going to probably plan some stuff later on?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we most of the time, all of us have, except for one or two of us. Well, one of us does guitar lessons for a living, but we've all got full-time jobs, so for the most part, we kind of weekend warrior it up until May. May, June area. We've got 10 or 15 shows lined out between Elk City all the way down to Fort Worth, playing in Abilene some. We'll be playing in Granbury, doing a couple of things with some guys from Lubbock, and shout out to Hayden Lewis, shout out to Rob Brooks, played with them cats. They're from Granbury, good group of cats. And we've got some big things coming, you know. I believe we're on the ticket for 8750 Fest this year in Red River.
Okay.
So that'll be a good deal. Last year they had Cody Canada and Zach Wilkerson and a bunch of other really good, you know, well-known country guys. So excited to get down there and kind of cut our teeth, if you will, on the whole festival playing and networking and stuff like that.
Well, that's how it's done, Brad. You got to get down there and get after it. So, just quick question, backtracking just a hair. So, are most of you all from Oklahoma, or some of y'all spread out?
Well, none of us are from Oklahoma. We're all Gray County, Texas, Pampa, Texas.
Okay. Oh, Pampa. I know where Pampa's at.
Yeah, that's where we're from. Actually, that's, you know, kind of where Cody Canada was from, and until he moved up there to the Oklahoma area and stuff like that. And there's a lot of great musicians here in Pampa. There's a lot of people doing some things, not necessarily in the country or red dirt vein, but lots of good musicians. And man, I really hope everybody gets to get out there and do what they do someday.
Okay, well, you mentioned coming to Elk City, so you let me know kind of when that is, and I'll try to make the trip. I want to see what you guys do. I've kind of seen little snippets, you know, from your Instagram and whatnot. Speaking of which, we'll get to that in the next segment. But yeah, I'm excited for you guys to be doing what you do, and kudos, man, you know, for having, you know, day jobs on top of the dream. Even though
yes, sir.
Yeah, and even though I'm kind of living my dream, you know, with this radio thing, you know, I still got me a day job. But my day job is not as crazy as it used to be. I used to do taxes, of all things.
Sure.
Yeah. But the Lord has blessed me enough that now I got a real good thing going on with Western Oklahoma State College, you know, and stuff. So, but I digress.
Dang right.
Yeah, man. But it ain't all about me. But you know what? I got my CDL out of the deal. So, you know, if y'all ever get you a bus or something, holler at it.
Hey, you're on the list, man.
All right, well, what we're going to do, we're going to take a little break, Brad, and then we're going to debut that single, Lost, and then we're going to come back, and then you're going to let the folks know how to get a hold of you and kind of recap kind of some future projects and things like that. How's that sound?
Sure, sounds great, man. I appreciate your time.
All right, you're listening to 98.7 Red Dirt Rebel, Oklahoma's home for Red Dirt. We'll be right back with Brad Barrow from Ghost of Gray County. Yep, Pampa's doing some big things. Pampa, Texas, I love it. We'll be right back. Top Branch Tree Service is the best in the Southwest at 785-375-2023. Oklahoma weather can be unpredictable and tree damage could happen. But when it does, you got a professional who is bonded, licensed, and will help you remove shrubbery, tree removal, stump removal, pests inside the trees. Jordan Creer, owner and operator, he will do it all. Give him a call today, 785-375-2023. That number one more time, 785-375-2023. Top Branch Tree Service gets the job done. Hey, it's Raven K with 98.7 Red Dirt Rebel, and I want you to be able to go to more shows, more events this year, and also have a way to request songs and stay in the loop with everything going on here at the Rebel. That number is 580-370-7559. The number one more time, 580-370-7559.
Sun shines through my window, so I drag my ass out of bed. My clock says 3 p.m. and I ain't hardly slept. I spend my whole night drinking and smoking cheap cigarettes. Don't remember what I did, but I'm sure that I'll regret it. And wasted nights, just a part of this kind of life. I wonder what my parents really think of me when when I'm living 10 feet tall. Risking it all and getting lost.
And we're back with 98.7 Red Dirt Rebel, Oklahoma's home for Red Dirt. And did you know that we have an app? Yeah, download the app today, 98.7 Red Dirt Rebel. It's the same name, and it's our logo. So pretty much you'll see the 98.7 in red and Red Dirt Rebel in white with a black background. Then you know you have Oklahoma's home for Red Dirt, True Grit, Outlaw Country, yes sir, and a little bit in between there. So thank you for tuning in and listening to Lost, great song from Ghosts of Gray County. And I'm talking to Brad, the drummer, laying down the funky beats on the track and all the music that they do. Hey Brad, how folks can get a hold of you? I know you're kind of busy and I ain't trying to take too much of your time, but let's jump into how folks can get a hold of y'all and make sure that they don't miss a show.
Of course. We are on all of your social media platforms except for Twitter, really. So just give us a shout at Ghosts of Gray County, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. We're most active there on our Instagram, and we post all of our upcoming shows, all of our upcoming projects, and things that go on here in the big city of Pampa, Texas.
Oh, good old Pampa. Speaking of that, I won't go down this rabbit hole a little bit. So if you see a Western Oklahoma State College 45-foot bus or 30 or 40-foot bus, no, 9 times out of 10, I'm probably driving it. So honk and tip your hat to me as I drive through.
I sure will.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So let's recap just a little bit, just in case people are just now tuning in. We got Lost. We're spinning that one. So do you have any other projects on the back burner or in the can, as I like to say, that you're going to be releasing throughout the rest of the year?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So Lost was actually our second single that we released. We started releasing the music last year in November is when we dropped our first single. That's called Faces. We've got Faces, Lost, and our newest track, Living Life, One Bottle at a Time. Those can all be found on Spotify, iTunes, all your major streaming services. And currently, we're about to drop another single, a good one that I think you'll be able to spin and enjoy. And then we're also working on a 6 to 8 track EP, self-titled EP that'll be released sometime in August, September area.
Okay.
So got things working and moving right along.
All right. Well, Brad, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me this afternoon. I love that y'all are getting out there, and I love that y'all are a good band, great band, and representing good old Pampa, Texas. I know that area really well from my day job ventures. And I look forward to keeping in touch. And as soon as you get things with the new tracks, the Rebel's going to make sure that banner is held high for Ghost of Gray County for you.
Yes, sir. Just as soon as we are ready to roll, you'll be one of the first people to have a hold of it. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I appreciate that. And you take care of yourself, and you ain't going to be no stranger. So we'll be talking again real soon, all right?
All righty.
Well, you've been listening to 98.7 Red Dirt Rebel, Oklahoma's home for Red Dirt. And make sure you check out Ghosts of Gray County on Instagram and all the social suspects, but mainly on IG. And wherever music is sold and or streamed, check out their tracks they got out available. And there'll be more on the way as the year progresses. You're listening to 98.7 Red Dirt Rebel, Oklahoma's home for Red Dirt. We'll be back in just a little bit to play some more great music for you.